didn't have a good sleep. I refused to meet up with Ashley. Even though I really wanted to meet him, who had been my only friend on this time, but for me this ugly, he would probably hate me as well. I burned through the whole night. She refused? I didn't expect it, and couldn't come up with a reason right away. Why? That must be why. She only considers me an online friend and doesn't fully trust me. There's no way, right? Eventually, with a pain heart, I arrived at conclusion. I must probably take care of myself this time. Yes, only I can help myself taking revenge on them. I researched on self-care even more intensively. It was surprisingly not hard. I was just too lazy and I didn't know better. The next day, I gathered my courage and boldly refused Jaden. Hey Jaden, about your confession the day earlier, my answer is no. I thought a lot about it and decided it was not worth it to lump myself in together with myriads of girls surrounding you, go crazy about you. You were cool but soon become outrageous. You probably don't have anything in your head either because you are too busy being cool. I simply cannot bring myself to be yours. Having said my piece, I turned around and left. Being rejected, that his price for toying with me. I returned to the class. Oh, right. Here they were. The trio. Dear, I need coffee to start a fabulous day. Go fetch us coffee in the canteen. All right. One latte? One Americano here. The same oat for me. With lots of milk and cream. And only 2 ice cubes. Got it? Ridiculous. I'm not someone for you to boss around like that. Hey, from now on, go by yourself. I'm not obliged to. I don't want to run errands for you anymore. So, please don't ask me to do anything again. As expected, they didn't take it lightly, gang up on me and beat me up. Of course, I fought back. I also told them again and again that I would never listen to their other anymore. If only you could see how cool I was. Good job. That's my friend. Alright. And about my refusal to meet up, it's not because I didn't want to meet you. I fear that you would be disappointed by what you see. There's no way. To me, Hannah, you will always be my friend, no matter what. Also, there's something I should tell you. Hey, connection lost? Why? I wonder what he wants to tell me. Never mind, I will ask him next time. I then spent my whole holiday period on improving myself, lifting, jogging, all the things I had never done before. By the time the new semester approached, I could say I had become a totally different person. Thanks to my study in self-care and makeup, I have become beautiful. Naturally, I'm proud of it. All eyes were on me as I walked through the school corridor. The trio didn't notice me. They were busy singing praises for the new beauty. Utterly visible. I bet they never expected I could be this pretty. My other female classmates, who never even bothered chatting with me, swam me to ask for tips on makeup and fashion. Even Jaden tried his best to catch my attention, which naturally made the trio fuming with rage. Suddenly, my phone rang. I took it out of my bag and checked. Ashley? I'm at school right now. What's up? About what I wanted to tell you earlier. I was transferred to the school near your place. I think we can meet up and chat even more now. I was so pleasantly surprised by the news that I didn't pay attention to where I was heading at and ended up bumping into a boy. My blusher stuck to his shirt. Furthermore, my bumming made him drop his phone and crack the screen. My apologies. Your fault. I will bring it to the Prima shop and pay for the fee myself. As for your shirts... Have you no eyes? Don't be careless next time. He picked up the truffle and walked away. Jeez, wait though. Later on, I learned that he was a new transfer student in my class. His appearance easily outshined Jaden's. Naturally, this made him the new center of attention for the girls. The trio was no exception. But he simply glanced at them without as much as a tweet, as if he could care less. They really deserve that. While I was smiling in place, Jaden approached and asked, Hannah, tomorrow can you spare some free time to go to cafe with me? Tomorrow? I will be busy, sorry. That was not a lie. The day after that day, I really had to go and buy for myself the newest volume of Detective Kinji. I couldn't wait to read it. I set up a ton of alarms so I could wake up on time and go to the publishing house as soon as possible. I also went to bed early. However, nothing ever goes as planned. I rolled around my bed, surfing TikTok, watching videos after videos, and eventually fell asleep. When I groggily stood up, it's noon. Oh my god, I'm late. I hastily and naturally, clumsily jumped out of my bed to prepare myself. Oh, I didn't even make up. I won't be having enough time if I do now. Never mind. I'm not going on a show. I only go there privately to buy the book. It won't be long. With that makeup, I rushed to the publishing house. Luckily, there was no trouble on the way. Upon arrival, I scanned around and spotted the very last book of this batch on the highest shelf. Yes, lucky! Right where my hand almost reached the book, another hand grabbed it and took it off the shelf. I turned around and spotted the news transfer student. Hi, nice to meet you again. What a coincidence. Who? We already met? I don't recall. What? He doesn't even remember me. I have no makeup right now. Can blame him. My face after applying makeup is totally different. Well, anyway, I found the books first. It's mine, so give me. What nonsense are you talking about? Is your name even on the book? Why should I hand it over to you when I took it first? It's mine. We fought over the ownership of the book. Yes, none of us gave up. Eventually, we decided to share it. He would read it first and handed it to me later. Of course, I was not happy about it. I even found him extremely annoying. Out of nowhere, a little while later, he turned to me. I have no idea a girl like you would be into this genre. Huh? What's wrong about being a girl? Kinji can always come up with such sad reasoning no one can argue against. He also extremely brave person. But personally, I like Kai more. He stands behind, doing everything in the shade, not needing any recognition. Isn't that super duper cool? I spoke too much, right? His poker face, did I go past his limit? Contrary to my expectation, he smiled and said, coolness her, must be cool. He can always deduce such sad reasoning to solve cases and plays basketball really well too. His eyes shone with admiration as he spoke, so he also had that side, unlike at school, much cuter now. That being said, you must have been an avid reader of the series. That's natural. I have read every single volume. I even have a full collection of every published volumes of Detective Kinji, including limited edition. Really? Then you must have the previous volume, right? I couldn't buy it last time. Yeah, if you want, I can lend you. Just like that, we spent our whole days discussion about Detective Kinji and other works we read. It was really enjoyable, as if we have been friends for a long time prior to our meeting. When it was time to go home, he lent me the book, or rather... You seem to love it a lot, so here, for you. Really? Then I will lend you the reverse volume as thanks. See you tomorrow. I went back home in a good mood. He was, to my surprise, quite easygoing. Oh, that was what I thought. The next day, I came into him on my way to school, so I greeted him with a wave of my hand. Hey, Kun's fanboy! I was immediately met with a cold stare as he approached. Do you know me? Yeah, right. We are classmates. Don't act that over-friendly towards me. Our class has a lot of boys for you to hit on. I'm not among them. He then coldly turned away. And when it was finally time for class, he even moved away from me, as far as possible. Do you really have to do that, brutes? This him was a stark contrast to the boy of yesterday. I wonder why. Perhaps he has personality disorder. That day, I got a message from Ashley on the way home. Have you read the latest volume of Detective Kinji? You bet! I couldn't even wait to read it, and it didn't disappoint. Noted. On a side note, I met someone quite like you. On what? She is also into Kai. Quite interesting. It was when I recalled I had a meeting with a boy at the publishing house just that afternoon. In order not to surprise him, I didn't apply makeup. Still holding the comic, I continued texting. Oh, was that a girl or a boy? A girl. Did you take a liking to her? Nah, I'm simply delighted to meet someone like you. She even promised to lend me the briefest volume today. I froze in place in realization. To verify, I text back as soon as I regain my sense. Where are you right now? At that moment, I was at the doorstep of a bookstore. We chose as our meeting place. I'm in the bookstore waiting for that girl. What's wrong? This is not okay. I'm not ready. Don't tell me that guy sitting at the corner was really my online friend. My only friend? I ran toward him, almost dropping the comment out of my hands. What is your name? Hey, aren't you too close? Tell me, your name! Alright, I did introduce myself. Yes, the name's Ashley.